Welcome to Cheap Shot Cinema.
How you guys doing?
How's everybody doing today? I am Zach.
I'm Mike.
I'm Ben.
And we are practicing looking at the camera today.
Yes,
because this is new.
I'm practicing drinking in, like, do I hold it by the handle or do I hold it by the rest of the cup?
Oh, handle.
We have
What
issues.
looks best? Please comment below.
I'm going like this. I'm kind of taking it. I'm disregarding the handle, and I'm just going for it.
I think whatever can get it safely from the table to your mouth without spilling it.
Usually a good practice.
Yeah, fantastic.
You don't want to spill that.
I got rid of my comically large Star Wars cup because that thing got annoying.
You had to tip it up like this far to
I
get
was
something
like-
out of it.
I was like
it was
inside of it.
Generally
Please
not
don't
what-
say that again.
Not what you want for a beverage container.
So,
great. With that intro, welcome.
yeah, thanks for watching. So this is what we're gonna do today: is nothing. We are
Sounds
gonna
like
do,
an exciting show.
We are gonna do
does.
something.
I'm excited to
There's
be
three
in
of
it.
us.
You know,
3
I've always
nothings for
thought
each
like,
person.
how long could we just stay awkward and silent
Oh, we could go for a while.
before?
Oh, and silent? No, I'd have to
just-
say something.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not trying it right now. Okay, we'll do that another time. All right. You guys want to hear about the first topic today?
Yes.
I was going to try to be
Yes.
silent right there and just bring that bit
All
up
right.
again. Ben
All right.
killed it. Ben
So-
killed it. Sorry, I tried.
This isn't new news. New news.
The new.
It's older news. As a lot of people know, this actually came out before the movie even came out. They are indeed doing a Batman versus Superman R Blu-ray because they're going to add some more punching and kicking or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
So-
Pirates.
So the
Pirates.
Did you guys see?
our
I should have
version.
probably showed you guys the trailer if you
see
hadn't
what you
seen
did
the
there now.
trailer for that.
I have not, no.
I've seen it, yeah.
So the most interesting thing to me about the trailer was they're going to have what's her face play Barbara Gordon. That
Yeah.
was cut out.
Jenna
of the movie.
Malone. Yep.
Jenna Malone.
Is that the girl from the Hunger Games?
Yes.
Yes.
And also from
The
Donnie
crazy one?
Darko. Yep.
And also from Sucker Punch.
Yes.
Yeah,
Rocket.
yeah, that's right.
I thought she was Kristen Stewart until I looked it up and I immediately later. Because they look similar.
No, I remember her from Saved. She was the main girl. So
I haven't seen that.
you haven't seen
I-
Saved? Have you seen Saved?
No, we haven't. I'm just
You haven't seen Saved?
astounded by our Jenna Malone acumen. Though,
Saved
right now.
is a really funny movie. You should watch it.
What's it about? Give me a brief synopsis.
Basically, a girl who goes to a Christian school and then has a bunch of people being fake around her, and her dealing with that. It's pretty
And that's
good.
funny? That
Coming
sounds
from a
horrible.
Christian perspective on my part, yeah, it's actually a really fun movie.
Okay.
Is it
Stop
better
drinking
than
for
Christian
a
Mingle?
second.
Okay.
No, I was talking to myself.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
sorry.
Stop
that
drinking.
wasn't. Yeah, I just keep picking it up and drinking. It's like I can't
What
stop.
is it?
It's whitish Gatorade.
That sounds delicious.
It's like a cherry.
I've never tasted whitish
storm
before.
or something like that.
Sounds terrible.
I like
Actually,
the White Out Mountain Dew.
sounds very cold.
Where do you guys stand on the Mountain Dew stuff right now? Baja or Pitch Black?
Man, I've never been a fan of the iterations of Mountain Dew. Like, I'm not even a huge fan of regular Mountain Dew, so I'm the wrong person to talk to. But I don't like Code Red. I don't really like Baja Blast. I don't think I've ever had Pitch Black, to be honest with you.
I don't think
I've
I
never
have
seen
either.
the movie either.
Me neither.
Oh,
No,
it's
Pitch
like
Perfect.
Vin Diesel's best movie.
You caught that. No, The Pacifier is Vin Diesel's best.
Triple
Wait,
X.
Pitch Black. Am I thinking? No, that's the right one. I was
Chronicles
thinking
of
about.
Riddick.
I was
Yeah,
thinking about
Chronicles of
Pitch
Riddick
Dark.
was the
That's
second
a horror
one.
movie.
Yep.
So that's different.
I haven't heard of that one either.
Anyways, sorry. Talking about Mountain Dew. That was totally
man.
off topic.
It's all
Come
right.
on, Zach. Reel it in.
Reel it in, man.
Okay, so
Staring off
follow
the
up
tracks.
to the Batman versus Superman Steam.
Yeah.
Do you guys even care that it's rated R? First of all, anybody care?
I
Anybody?
mean, we had this conversation a while ago, and I said, I want them to basically make a movie and be proud of it, and then put it out in theaters, and then put it out on Blu-ray, because that's what normal movies do. Now, I think you have to go and figure out what the purpose of making it different than the theatrical release is. I mean, you could go back to George Lucas and just say, hey, technology wasn't caught up to the point that he was satisfied. And also, George Lucas is a little bit of a meddler and just wants to change things from year to
Yeah,
year. Just
he's
like, I want to
meddling.
change things so I can repurpose them and get more money or, tweak my vision. But the thing is that, like, I don't know why they made this rated R. If it's to satisfy Zack Snyder's actual vision that he wanted to portray in the movie, in the theaters, but it was just too long or too dark, for them to make money off of it,
I don't know.
then that's fine. But I mean, that's my real issue with it, is just like, why didn't you put this in theaters if this is what you're coming out with on Blu-ray and DVD? So I mean, I'm not super excited about it. From the trailer, what I saw, it looked like there was a lot of extra footage from that original scene when Superman rescued Lois Lane from the
desert
desert
thing.
place. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then they were kind of just dealing with the fallout based off of that, maybe more towards like before the explosion in the Senate hearing and stuff like that. So just kind of fleshing out that first part of the story is what I saw on the trailers, at least. And I'd be interested to see what the Barbara Gordon thing is. I mean, that's so weird that they put in somebody like Jenna Malone and then cut everything that included her out of the movie. That's weird. And it's also weird to be like, hey, I mean, wasn't Barbara Gordon Commissioner Gordon's wife?
No, daughter.
That's his daughter. Okay,
Oh,
good.
his
Because I was like, come on, J.K. Simmons and then Jenna Malone.
That's a bit of a
No,
stretch.
that's a lot of stretch.
Have you seen him recently? He's
He is
jacked.
very muscular.
You seen his pictures
Oh
recently?
my gosh.
No.
He also had a massive beard, but thankfully he shaved it off and just has
Yeah.
a legit mustache
His
now.
arms are bigger than my head.
He looked
like,
jacked.
Jacked.
Yeah.
That is
It's
jacked. That's impressive
ridiculous.
too
Like
for someone
not
who's a
not
bit
like
more up there in age.
not like Hugh
Yeah, he's
Jackman,
60.
but he was very muscular on the upper body.
If you're saying
Yeah.
biceps as big as your head,
We'll show you that
That
picture
might have
later.
been an exaggeration, but they're large.
Maybe not.
It was
Maybe
pretty
not.
impressive. But anyway, so I'm fine with it. Whatever, do what you want. I enjoyed the movie in the theaters to a certain extent. I also saw the flaws in it. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll obviously have to wait and see what I think when I see it on Blu-ray and DVD. But I'm fine. Whatever. Just if you feel like you need to tweak it, sure, go for it. I don't care.
Ben,
There you go.
I'm just over it.
Yeah, kind of along the lines of what Mike was saying is if this is the version you wanted to show, you should have had the balls to show it.
Yeah, like Deadpool.
well, it might
A
not
little
have
bit.
been Zack Snyder's decision though. That's
Oh,
kind
and
of
that's
what we
yeah,
get
you
into.
never know what goes on behind the scenes. It kind of reminds me of the road cut that they did for X-Men Days of Future Past.
That's fair.
Where there was all that footage that they wanted to put in there, but that
Yeah.
came out like a year after the movie
Yeah.
came out.
I didn't even know that was a thing. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, the road cut's in there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on board with them sneaking in or putting in footage that wasn't in the theatrical release because there's always stuff on the cutting board that they wish they could have added.
Yeah.
So if this is a chance for them to do that, do you guys know if the original theatrical release is on that version as
Oh,
well?
I'm
or you
assuming
can
it is.
only
I would
watch?
I'm assuming
I would
it is. No.
assume.
Okay.
I would
They
assume
they would
so.
probably lose a lot of money in DVD and Blu-ray sales if they only gave the R-rated version.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
So.
Do you have any other thoughts?
Yeah, I will watch it eventually. I mean, I enjoyed
Yeah.
the movie in the theaters. It had a lot of flaws, but it was enjoyable to watch. So I won't buy it personally, but yeah, kind of an interesting
Yeah.
move.
See,
I'll probably buy it.
I thought the movie
I don't think I will.
was decent at best. I thought there were ridiculous amount of flaws in it that were severely just like there's no reason to overlook some of the flaws that they had.
Oh, yeah.
It's just ridiculous. So I'm mildly interested just because I dislike the movie so much that it's just like, okay,
Can you redeem it?
Anything
I
can
shouldn't
fix
say
this,
that.
yeah.
I didn't
Or break
hate
it
it,
more.
but I just
Exactly,
it
yeah.
was, it was so disappointing.
why?
So I'm interested in seeing it just to see if it's slightly less disappointing. So
Yeah.
so
you brought up a good point though too, Ben. Just kind of tag it and end on here is that I mean they came out with that road cut of Days of Future Past like a year later. The fact of the matter is that they came out and said, "Hey, we're going to release an R-rated cut of this." Like while it was still in its second or third week of
I'm pretty
theaters.
sure it announced
Yeah.
that
Even before? Okay, yeah.
I believe
it
so.
got in
and
theaters.
then also, I mean, they're releasing it with the original. There's no in between the theatrical cut and then the R-rated. I don't think I've ever seen that. Is that they released it strictly with both. The original theatrical and the R-rated. It's always something that's kind of tagged on afterwards. Like, hey, the big rush of DVD, Blu-ray sales are already through, and now we're going to also give this extra content for fans who want to see this. Like, I feel like it's more them fixing a mistake than just adding on a separate vision or some fun extra stuff, as opposed to the road cut of X-Men or any other thing that we've seen that was kind of a reshoot of anything like that. So just makes me nervous.
So on the same point, kind of here in the same universe. So recently they've released some basically title ideas of what they're playing around with for the Justice League movie.
Okay, yeah.
And I'll let you guys know what they are. So, Justice League United,
Okay.
Justice League Angels and Demons,
Ew.
Justice League Gods Among Us,
No.
Justice League Gods Among Men.
Okay. Where'd you get this from?
This was IO9,
Okay.
I believe.
So this is like official kind of where names they're batting around?
This is names they're looking at, I believe.
Well, because that sounds like Injustice, Gods Among Us, you know?
Exactly.
Because
The
that was
game
the
and the comic.
official subtitle for that.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's any way in, there's no way that they're going to put that on as the official tagline for Justice
I
League.
wouldn't go that
And
far.
X2 was X-Men United, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, Gods Among Us is okay. I don't like Justice League United because that sounds kind of dumb.
And like a football team.
Why can't you just name it
Slash
Justice
soccer
League?
team.
Well, that's the thing, is that if you followed the trend of Avengers or something like that, they just called the first movie The Avengers. Then they tagged on Age of Ultron and Infinity War, stuff like that later.
Uh-huh.
But, I mean, yeah, start with the original. I know they're trying to catch up to Marvel and stuff like that, but just go Justice League. That's cool.
Gods Among Men doesn't bother me. I
Yeah.
actually kind of like that one, but the other ones are blah.
Yeah. Just sounds kind of weird.
Yeah, it sounds like they're taking themselves way, way, way too seriously. Like, Gods Among Men.
Yeah.
Justice
Yeah.
League. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I still think they're going in the right direction with the darker tone. I just think Zack Snyder's the right guy to do this.
Yeah.
Like that's,
You think so?
That's honestly my opinion. I think he's way too big picture and he's not enough of a details person. And that's why visually Batman versus Superman is a good looking movie
Mm-hmm.
and an interesting visually movie, but that's why it fails so hard in regards to storyline and stuff like that.
That's
I
fair.
think, Sucker Punch is a perfect example of Zack Snyder being Zack Snyder and just allowing him to do whatever. It's a very cool looking movie.
Yeah.
That's
all vision
all I
and
expected
no-
from that movie was cool fight scenes that
Yeah.
looked cool, and I got it.
Yeah,
Like, this
exactly.
is sweet. I expected no story.
I just I don't
None.
I don't have any faith in him. I'm really happy that Ben Affleck will be directing because that will be a lot
Yeah,
more
that's cool.
grounded. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's fair.
final thoughts on that.
No, just
just
stick to Justice League. Yeah.
Just Justice League.
Yeah.
Justice League.
Just.
They already jumped the
Us.
gun with the icons and stuff like that.
Just.
So just
Yes.
just
Yeah.
ice.
All right. So
That was loud.
we get rowdy about Zack
I'm
Snyder
very excited about
and Justice.
the Justice League.
Apparently.
I'm not.
I'll
he
see it.
ruined it for me. Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder.
No.
Everything is redeemable.
My name and your name are the same, and you ruined it. Okay.
All right. Well, I have Michael Bay, on mine. So I don't know if you can get worse than that.
I don't know any filmmakers, directors
Ben?
that are named Ben. I'm sure there exist. I just don't know any prolific ones.
Yeah,
So,
I'm trying to think.
I guess
honestly.
my track record still stands.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, thanks, yeah.
We're happy for you.
As you should be.
All right. Can you do your Archer impression for me really quick?
Oh yeah. That's John H. Benjamin. H. John Benjamin.
Stop saying it wrong.
Who
when
puts
we're
an
recording.
initial in the beginning of your name?
It's H. Oh, it
It's
is.
H. John Benjamin.
H.
It is.
John
That's why I mess it up every
Benjamin.
single time.
John
That
H.
is real
Benjamin.
weird.
H. John Benjamin, man. He's
He
not a.
he wouldn't care.
He's not a
I
killer of a
guarantee if he
president
was
or
here, he'd be
something.
like, do whatever you want, man. I don't
Yes.
care.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Danger zone. Anyways, the reason I asked Mike to say that is I don't know how big of a fan of Archer you are, Ben.
I am a fan.
That's right.
Haven't
But
seen the latest season, but seasons like 1 through 4. I've seen.
okay, I think something that you people need to understand.
It's a broken
you
glass
people,
factory.
I can't say that without feeling uber racist.
You people?
Yeah.
Wow.
Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder. Just imagine you're playing his role.
I've never seen that one before, actually.
Me neither. All I know is there's a scene where he says, "What do you mean, you people?"
Well, he's an
better than that.
Australian. He's an American playing an Australian that plays a black man.
Yes.
So
Really?
Yes.
it's like
Wow.
person inception.
It's like 16 walls.
16 walls deep. Anyways, so the creators of Archer have basically not said that it's going to happen, but spoken interest into doing a live action
That's right.
Archer movie starring, they would, if they were going to pick someone, it would star John Hamm.
That'd be amazing.
So, and just super interesting to think of John Hamm, because John Hamm is funny enough. He's got the acumen. a lot of people think of him as a Mad Men role, very serious. But if you've seen him and stuff like SNL or seen him in Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt and stuff like that, he's a funny dude. So I can see him pulling that off. Mike, you're probably, well,
I'm probably least qualified to answer this question. Go to Ben first.
Ben,
Sure. What's the question?
what do you think?
You have to ask the question first.
I'm a little hesitant because his voice is so. It's Archer. Like if you don't have the voice,
Well,
then
are they gonna do?
I have a solution for that.
if they have H. John Benjamin
H. John.
do a voiceover, it could be interesting.
Well, have you guys ever seen the characters, the voice actors next to the the drawings?
Yep.
Outside of the guy who does, well, H. John Benjamin looks nothing like Archer.
Right.
The girl who does Pam sort of
Looks like Pam.
looks like Pam, but the guy who plays Cyril, which
Cyril.
SNL alum.
What's his name? Yeah.
Bob.
No.
Shoot. Chris Parnell.
Yeah. Chris Parnell. Yep.
Parnell.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Chris Parnell.
Yeah, he could totally play his
looks
role.
Really
Yep.
close.
Yep, he could.
And so,
What about Krieger?
Cheryl is close enough, I think.
Is Krieger?
Krieger, I don't think so.
I mean, Krieger's a robot, anyways, right?
I don't think the guy
Spoilers.
that plays Ray is either. But
Your point is falling apart very
It
quickly.
would be really hilarious.
Mallory does, and Cyril does, and Cheryl or Carol,
and
or
Aisha
Charlene.
Taylor, to an extent, looks like Lana.
Yes.
Lana.
It would be funny if all the voice actors played their real life counterparts and only Archer was different.
Well, there's a difference though
But then-
between being a good
An
voice actor and a good actor. I mean,
This is true.
Parnell could probably pull it off.
Parnell's
Parnell could do
acted.
it, and
Aisha's
the girl who
acted.
plays-
John H. Benjamin's acted.
Oh
The
yeah.
girl who
H. John.
plays
Oh, yeah.
Cheryl was the mom in Jurassic World.
Oh, that's her. That's right.
Yeah. So she's
Oh,
been in a lot
man.
of stuff. She was in Arrested
go.
Development.
She could totally do
A lot
it.
of
Yeah.
those characters actually came from Arrested Development. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Did they?
They were like side
any of them?
characters. The lady
that
who plays
one.
Mallory is the
yeah,
mom.
yeah, that
So
one.
two
Yes,
of them.
Jessica
She's
Walters.
in it, and then
Two of them. It's a very good
the
point.
guy, the main manager, Odin, is the dad from Arrested Development.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Ha! Boom!
That's really
Suck
cool.
it, Mike.
That's what's his face. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
That
picture
guy.
him in my mind, but I don't know
Jeffrey
his name.
Tambor.
There we go. Yep.
Sure.
Boom!
Jeffrey
Getting it
Tambor.
twice.
Timbre.
Sounds like two.
Tam-
people.
I always think of him from The Grinch. He was the mayor of Whoville. Yeah.
Haven't seen
Huge
that
hair. Man, with Jim Carrey?
I've-
Oh, that was a funny one. I'm sure I'm in the
You keep
minority
coming
when I
on
say
this
that.
show and telling me what you haven't seen, Ben. What have you seen?
I've seen Sucker Punch.
Nice.
I've seen Zootopia, which is
Nice.
featured.
Yeah, see, I haven't seen
Back
Zootopia.
here. don't know
I
if
just
you
watched
can
it
do
today. It's a great movie. So those are two movies I've seen.
There you go.
The only two.
I should watch that at some point.
Those are the two movies I've seen.
The two.
I didn't enjoy either of them.
Ah, dude, I love Zootopia. It's a great movie.
No, Zootopia's bomb. I got it the day of its release. That's how much I like it. And I'm not a big fan
You've
of
seen it
animated
a couple
movies.
times.
Seen it twice. Probably gonna watch it again this week.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Watch it.
We should watch it tonight then.
Judy Hopps.
We're just going to put it on the background right now.
All right. All right. That topic didn't take as long as
No,
I
it
thought
didn't.
it would.
It's okay.
I'm interested. That's
Yeah,
all I'm
it's
saying.
That was a
fine.
good
Yeah.
amount.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'd watch it.
John Hamm looks like, I mean, if anybody is going to play Archer, John Hamm might as well
I
play
would
him because
actually
he looks
be
pretty
fine
suave.
with him
Yeah.
doing the voice as well.
Yeah.
I think he's got a good enough voice.
I think
to pull
that
it off.
H. John Benjamin's voice is very iconic, and if we could get a voiceover from him, that'd be great. I don't know if it would feel weird having, John Hamm, who we know sounds like something, and then have his voiceover. I don't know. I think that might feel a little weird, a little cartoonish, but I mean, yeah, John Hamm would be fun
Cartoon.
too.
All right. Well, it's not really a game. It's just kind of like opinions. We're going to go through 23 TV shows that
says
are
nothing.
actually worth the hype.
Okay.
So I'm going to read them off. I guarantee you there's a handful in here that none of us have seen. That's fine.
Oh,
I'm going to
probably.
ask if you've seen it and ask if you disagree or agree.
Okay.
And
I can do
give
that.
me a
So
very...
these are allegedly good TV shows.
Yes,
Okay.
that are
Allegedly.
worth the hype.
That
Worth
sounds good
the
to me.
hype.
Worth it.
Keep it short.
Let's do it.
Keep
it short.
not looking at me. Look at
You're still talking. We're waiting.
Yeah.
You're keeping it.
Waiting on you.
guys.
Way too long.
Okay.
Guys.
All right. Number 1, Breaking Bad. Have either of you seen it?
I've never actually seen any of it, but I've heard amazing things, and I know the plot. So
Same as him.
plot's amazing.
This bit's gonna be terrible. You guys haven't seen it.
It's worth the hype. Breaking Bad.
I've watched
It's
through the
worth
entire
the hype.
thing.
Yeah.
It was one of those deals where while I was watching it, I was like, okay. It kind of plods along at certain points. And then you get to the end of it and you realize how ridiculous it was.
Yeah.
It was one of those where, like, in retrospect, you're like, holy crap, that was ridiculous. And just the build of the characters and everything like that was at the end of it astounding. It's not one of those that most of these shows aren't ones that you can just throw on in the background type of situation. Yeah. They're ones that you actually have to pay attention to.
Demand your attention.
And then that's a lot of time. That's why I'm here to tell you what to watch. So
You know what's funny about this? Zach looked at us in the eye right before we started this and said, keep it short.
I remember that.
Nobody else was talking there besides Zach. I'm just saying. Continue.
Number 2.
Waiting on you now.
If you guys wanted to talk about it, number 2.
Game of Thongs. Thrones.
I was going to say, I mean, there's nudity, but typically that's not
bit.
involved. Underwear is not involved in that.
No.
Anyways,
Game of
moving on.
Thrones.
You haven't seen it. Have
Nope.
you seen Game of Thrones?
I've seen the first 2 seasons.
Okay.
Nice. What do you think about the first 2 seasons?
The first 2 seasons of Game of Thrones, it's a good show. Not for kids. If you have a kid, don't let them watch that show.
Yeah.
please
And I
don't.
think this is really one that's because I haven't seen any of it, but I definitely know what the plot's about and what's going on with the characters and stuff like that. Like
Mike's
as
a
a
reader.
storyline. Well, no, I'm just a nerd, so like I'm around these things. Just like I've never seen Breaking Bad, but I know what happens in it. Like I know what's going on in Game of Thrones right now just because I'm around it.
Okay, wrap it up.
So that's fair. I'll be done right there. No, but I mean, this is one of those shows I could probably, put next to Lost or something like that, where the character development is just so amazing, and the storyline is something that you have to keep track of, because there's so many different characters, so many different plot lines going on, so many people going after that throne. And then there's the White Walkers
it's all
as
just
well.
a game.
It's
They're all just
there's
getting
issues.
after that
So
throne.
really
There's
well
issues.
written and something that's brought nerds and non-nerds together to really take after the show. It's awesome. So
That's a good way to put it.
I haven't
Okay.
seen it, but
Not for kids.
sounds good.
Not gonna lie to you guys, I'm about halfway through season 4, and I just started watching this like 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah, he's
Thrones or
burning
Lost?
through it.
Game of Thrones.
You have season 3.
I'm
We
watching
have
it on
HBO Go.
Go.
So yes, we have access to all of them.
Yeah, I have all of them.
HBO Go.
So
So you can come over and watch it.
obviously, I have liked this show a lot, and
Yeah.
I will say it's already. I haven't even seen the whole thing. It's already one of my favorite shows all time.
Yeah, that's impressive.
It's ridiculous in the sense of character development.
Yeah.
I thought it would be more. I thought it's definitely bloody at times, but I thought there
Yes.
would be more battles and more things like that, because all you hear about Game of Thrones, if you haven't seen it,
The
is
deaths,
nudity and death.
Yep.
And you'd be surprised about some episodes there's not any nudity or death. Like, it happens occasionally.
That does sound surprising.
It's not super common, but it does happen occasionally.
Ben's like, I haven't seen one of those episodes yet.
Exactly. It's not super common, but these characters are the
happens.
best characters that I've ever seen, and I've connected with them so well.
Wow.
Tyrion Lannister is my favorite.
That's
Love
high
him.
praise.
He does a great
I've
job
heard that
on
he
show.
drinks and he knows things. So
Yeah, that's
Those
good.
are both very
That's-
accurate.
That's my thing.
Very
That's what
accurate.
I do. I drink and I know things.
Number 3.
Number 3.
We got 20 of these to go. Hopefully we haven't seen
We are
or
going
heard
through very
anything
slowly.
about the
Okay,
next 20.
3 is going to be really quick. Jane the Virgin.
I've seen a few episodes.
I've seen a few episodes as well. It's
entertaining.
Decent, yeah. It's not my usual cup of tea, but it's a funny show. It's a good plot, so I'm fine with it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit. Yeah, we'll go on. It gets better. The first few episodes are
Yeah.
but
The 100. It's not on
I
my watch
actually
list.
just started watching this. You said
I
before
can-
you
I
watched
can,
it, right?
I can speak to this.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you speak to it first. I'll tell you my impression of it now.
Sure. Yeah, I have seen seasons 1, 2, and half of 3,
Yeah.
and I really enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
The first season starts off a bit CW-ish, and what I mean by that is they get caught up in not a lot of drama, but they kind of try to force the drama in
Where I'm at right
relationships.
now.
But after like
Yeah.
3 or so episodes,
Good. Thank you.
they're on
Thank you.
I mean, that's not a spoiler alert. The kids are on the Earth. That's all nuclear, and things get pretty intense pretty fast.
It's Fallout. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
basically.
it really is, and it's surprising. It reminded me a lot of Lord of the Flies, if you've ever read that, and it gets pretty gruesome.
Yeah.
I've seen Game of Thrones, and some of the bloody stuff you see in 100, kind of maybe doesn't totally compete, but
wow.
later
I
on
haven't
it
seen
gets
that yet.
It
What's
gets
the
pretty.
100 on?
It's on
it's
the
on
CW.
Netflix. Like you can
It's
see
on
it on
Netflix, but
yeah.
the CW.
That's where I'm watching it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from my experience, I've seen the first 3 episodes so far, and I'm not a big fan. So thank you for selling me on that it gets better after a couple. I was just like, the opening narration was like, it's been 97 years since the Earth had this nuclear fallout from wars and stuff like that. We had to abandon it, go up to space stations, and then the first thing that happens when they get sent down to Earth is that the main character's like using this topographical map to map out a course to go to where they need to go. And I'm like, how do you know how to use that? You've been in a space station your entire life. Your parents have as well. Don't you dare do that to me. And I got caught up in a bunch of like just plot holes and stuff like that. They were just
they haven't been in space that long. So
97 years.
Well, that's a long time, but not like long enough to forget how stuff on Earth was.
But it's
as far
all
as, like,
their
using
lives and all their parents' lives, and they didn't know they were getting sent down. They were
That's
the first
true.
people to go do that. So the fact that this main character just knows what to do, knows where to go. They were swimming at one point.
They have maps.
And nobody knows how to swim because they haven't been sitting in water this whole time, and it was just like, it was just weird. I didn't like it. Okay. So I got caught up in that stuff, but I'm going to power through based off of this guy right here. And the fact that, I mean, besides that, it was actually kind of engaging. So I'm excited to see what happens after that. That'll be good.
Yeah.
Zach's not seen it. Semi-interested.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I recommend it.
Number 5, Bob's Burgers.
Saw the first season. It's a little weird, but I enjoyed it.
It's not my typical fare. Like, it doesn't speak directly to my comedy sense. It probably speaks more to yours, Zach.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm still fine with it. It's an enjoyable watch when I go watch it.
Here's the deal. It's an odd show. It's
odd.
an
Yeah,
odd
it's
humor.
odd.
It's not your stereotypical humor. I
like
think it
awkward
actually
humor, yeah.
I think it actually weighs into more
yeah.
like parents, because like their kids and how they interact with them. Like I've talked to siblings and stuff like that who are like, I actually kind of like Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of, gets into the parenting aspect of humor and different things like that. It's definitely odd humor and different things, but I try it out. Basically, I don't think it gets worse or better as it goes along. I think it just kind of is
Just
what it
stays there,
is.
yeah. Yep.
So if you don't like the first season, you're probably not going to like it.
Don't try to
not.
stick around like
Yeah.
I'm sticking around
I
for the
will
100.
say
Yeah.
that middle daughter, the fact that she's voiced by a guy, took me a little while to get used to.
Hey,
Oh,
just
the
like-
oldest one,
Just
Tina?
like Bart Simpson.
Tina, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, like it sounds like a guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't even try to like hide the fact that it sounds like a guy. Anyway,
I'm pretty sure his wife is a dude as well. Look that up.
possibly yes, but
He will
the
not.
voice sounds more feminine.
Yeah.
As opposed to the oldest daughter just
Exactly.
sounds
Just
like
sounds
a
like-
yeah.
20-year-old
Yep.
dude just
Yeah.
talking.
All right, number 6. We've all seen it. Firefly.
Yep. Go
If
see
you
it.
haven't seen it, go see it now.
Go see it.
That's all we need to say.
And then see Serenity
Actually, I
afterwards.
still haven't watched the last episode of Firefly because
Just don't want it to end.
I
Yeah.
don't want it to
Yeah,
end.
that's fair.
Even though I've seen Serenity, because Serenity is actually the last episode, which I really like Serenity. But
Very different tone though from
Yeah.
Firefly. A lot more serious.
yeah, it definitely was more serious.
lot more
and
serious.
Then one guy.
Still a great movie.
But yeah, if you're a fan of sci-fi, definitely go try it out because it's just like different way of talking. I love just the universe that they constructed
They're space
around
cowboys.
this. It's different. Yeah, it's more of a Wild West space odyssey. So it's less like, King Arthur in space or, something else that a Star Wars or Star Trek does. Yeah, it's got its own flavor and it's really, really interesting to check out. So
it tastes
go give it a
good.
shot. Also Nathan Fillion, Alan Tudyk,
Just a
Marina
likable
Baccarin.
the girl from Deadpool.
Marina Baccarin. What
Girl
I
from
just
Deadpool.
said.
She,
What I just said. Yeah.
Just
So it's good. It's really good. Go see it.
okay, number
Fully
7
endorsed.
is a show that Mike ruined for himself.
I
Sherlock.
did. I did. Yeah. True story. First episode of Sherlock that I saw just happened to be episode 1 of season 3. And at the end of the season, at the end of the episode, I was like, oh, I watched the wrong one. Because it went straight to that on my Netflix queue. So then I went back and watched it, but I already knew it was going to happen in season 3. So
Dude, that
sorry,
is
man.
literally the worst place you could have ever
Yeah,
started.
it's true. Yeah.
Literally the worst place. Because season 2's cliffhanger is ridiculous.
Yeah. But I mean, Moriarty is probably my favorite part of that whole show. So good.
So
Like that guy is amazing in his portrayal of James Moriarty.
we've talked about before how not all villains need to be psychotic craziness.
That
but
guy
he,
does.
He does it well. Have you seen it?
I can't get past the first episode.
Oh my gosh, man.
Not that I can't get past it. I'm just never in the right mood.
Yeah, and it's long.
I've started
too.
the first episode 3 or 4
That's
times.
the problem with these British shows is that
Yeah,
it's,
it's
some
a
of them
movie.
are like an hour and a half, 2 hours long per episode. You just got to watch it like a movie, but they're really good.
They're-
Oh
So,
yeah, I planned it. It's one of those things.
That's what
I'm
happened
like,
to
I
me
need
though.
watch
Yeah,
this.
I watched.
just haven't
It
gotten
took me
around to
forever to get into it, and then it took me forever to get into the second season after the first season. But after I started the second season, I went straight on through and finished it.
It's some of the best television
Oh, it's
right now,
so
in
good.
my opinion.
Yeah.
I'll believe
just
it.
in regards to like straight up story
Yep.
and plot
Yep.
and characters. Because Cumberbatch is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I've always loved him.
He's a talented individual.
But it's great. It's great
Mm-hmm.
stuff. I like Mike said, you got to look at it. They're only
Just like
3 episode seasons, but the episodes are an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm. They're long.
yeah,
Yep.
they're,
So
it's a movie.
It's a movie. It's straight up a movie.
a
But
movie.
they have good pacing.
Yeah,
They keep
fast-paced
you
plot. Yep.
interested. And so yeah, it's really good.
That's awesome.
So
Good one.
number 8, I don't even know if I heard of this. Outlander.
Yeah. My girlfriend actually is a big fan of the books. So she's read those. I haven't actually seen the show though. So a show's on A&E or something like that. What does it
It's
say
on
there?
Amazon Instant Video. No, it doesn't
Well,
say
that's
the
not-
actual
That's not helpful at all.
station. I don't know.
It's
on
probably
Netflix
it's
and-
probably migrated to Amazon, exclusively.
Sorry, it's
maybe.
Netflix France and Germany. Which you
Netflix France and
you can get apps to
Oh,
be able to
I
watch.
see, I
yeah,
see.
like Netflix Canada or something like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
Canada's.
Well, I haven't done that
Mexico
at all.
Yeah, you can get apps. I wouldn't recommend it because they're not overly safe for your computer.
They're
And-
also slightly illegal.
yeah, they're also slightly illegal.
Slightly.
But yeah, I had an app for a while that allowed me to watch Netflix from any other country that had Netflix.
That's crazy.
I wish they would just be
Yeah,
international.
just
like
be
you could just
Netflix,
watch
yeah.
whatever is on
It's
any.
something to do with
Well, they're trying to cater to
rights
different markets. Yeah.
and-
Yeah, I
and
suppose so. Yeah,
different
there's
things.
always
It makes
where you
sense.
can distribute and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
But
upping their prices now recently, which I don't think is affecting me, but I know it's affecting a lot of people. Where it's
Yeah.
like a dollar increase going up to like $10.
Yeah, like 8
Honestly,
to 10.
Netflix, if you're listening, turn it off right now. But I would pay like $15 a month without question for Netflix. I'm not going to. I'm happy that I don't.
don't
say
encourage
that.
them.
Don't go to the next one.
Yeah.
Just go to the next one and
Sorry,
stop talking.
sorry.
about
I've heard
it.
good things about the story in it, so go see it.
The Wire.
I've actually never seen that. I've heard great things about it though.
Yeah,
Heard
it's-
great things. It's on.
It's one of those
to
things
watch
that like
list.
it was
Yeah.
before my time when I started watching that kind of show, and it's just like The West Wing. Like I'm not going to go back and watch that, but I've heard great things about it, so I'm going to give it respect, but I'm probably not going to go watch it. No.
Being that I have HBO Go after I wrap up Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I'm behind now because now I gotta go back and watch Peaky
Yep.
Blinders. There is an episode of Sherlock that I still need to watch, but I'm gonna start watching True Detective, and then
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
heard that's
start
really good.
watching The Wire probably eventually, and maybe Deadwood.
Well,
Is
as
it-
far as I've heard, you only need to watch one season of True Detective, so
Oh,
Yeah.
but there's only 2, and the second one sucks.
yeah, that's what they say.
HBO Go, is it like a Netflix type subscription?
Well, HBO Now is like Netflix, but we actually have HBO through our cable, so
Okay.
we have Go, which just basically all of them, all the episodes and
Is
stuff are
that
in the
through
same place.
Comcast? Who do you guys
Yeah.
have for your cable?
Yeah, we have
Comcast.
I wonder
Comcast.
if we have that. Interesting.
We just upped ours, so that's
Yeah.
why we got it.
I was mad and told them about it, and they're like, "How about we give you cable, better internet, and HBO for the same cost?"
And you're like, yes.
I was like,
Why weren't you doing that before?
exactly. That's what
because
we
I
asked.
wasn't mad before.
No,
and they
no.
didn't
Why weren't they doing?
Because
that
they're
before?
greedy.
Because
It's true.
Yeah,
They want your
it's
money.
not something that they offer to non-mad people. This is America, Ben.
What's the next one?
Orphan Black.
Oh, I've heard great things about it.
Yep.
Again, I don't think I have access to see it. Is it on Hulu or something like that?
It's Netflix UK.
Okay, yeah,
Amazon
that's the
Instant
reason.
it was
Video.
on-
I would totally watch it if I had access to it right now because I've heard great things. It's just that one actress. I forget her name.
She
What
plays
does it
like
say on there?
everybody apparently,
No.
or something like
Yeah,
that.
she plays a lot of different characters.
Like
I
an
forget.
alias type of
Well, I
situation?
forget if it's like her split personality or it's just like the nature of the. I'm not
I
sure,
think
honestly.
the-
Alternate reality.
The show's initial plot, I don't
Okay.
know where it is now, is she sees either like a girl that looks exactly like her either get like kidnapped or dies or something like that, and she just decides to take over her life. And then
that's right.
I think she decides
She has different
I think throughout the
aliases,
show
basically.
she starts playing other characters as well
That's right.
Interesting.
or something.
Yeah.
I'm not really
I've
sure.
heard amazing things about it, and apparently she does a fantastic job acting out all the different personalities. So props to her. That's awesome. Yeah.
So I don't think any of us have seen this next one. Shameless, the U.S. version.
No.
It was based off a UK show.
I don't really have any interest in
Never
it
heard
from
it.
what I've heard about it.
Never heard
So
of it.
Yeah.
no.
And
Skip over
the
that.
next one, The Good Wife. Never seen it. Don't have any interest.
No, I typically shy away from the network TV shows personally.
Especially the dramas.
Yeah, especially CBS if it's not a comedy.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer is number 13.
Seen it all. Yep, that was a good summer in college. Me and my buddy just went
Still on
and
season
saw them
1.
all again. Yeah, it's
I've enjoyed
fun. It's fun. I mean, it's a great. I mean, if you're familiar with a lot of like TV or movies right now, it's fun to kind of throw back and see a bunch of older actors and actresses being younger and playing this group of teenagers fighting supernatural business. That's good. So Joss Whedon classic. Supernatural business.
Natural
Yeah.
business.
National.
So yeah, and there's
If I'm gonna watch Supernatural Business, I'm just
You're
gonna
gonna watch
watch
Supernatural. Yeah, that's fair.
Is what I'm gonna watch.
yeah, if you're a fan of Supernatural or something like that, go see it.
Actually,
So,
everybody keeps telling me Buffy the Vampire Slayer is awesome sauce, and I'm just like,
it really is. Yeah.
I've seen a handful of episodes, and I'm just like, meh.
Caveat: if you didn't grow up with it, like watching any of it, it's gonna probably feel a little campy right now or a little cheesy. So you just got to
But
get
that's
past
sort of the
that.
appeal, too.
Yeah, you got to get into that feel for it,
Yeah.
and then if you can get past that, you're golden. Yeah, it'll be a really fun show for you to enjoy. So yeah,
Ben,
Yeah, I had a coworker who was really, really into it, convinced me to watch it. I think it's a show where the characters sort of build. So
Yeah.
if you just hop into
Yep.
an episode, which
can't.
I suppose you could say about a lot of episodes, but it's a great Joss Whedon show.
yeah,
She's-
and it's fun
she's
too
chill.
because it's one of those supernatural thrillers. I'm assuming they do this in Supernatural as well, but just where every episode you can kind of go into a different mythology or have a different theme to it, and it's kind of fun seeing those characters fleshed out in a really fun kind of campy way. So yeah, it's
Fleshed out,
just
it's
fun to
just-
see. Yeah, I mean sometimes they have recurring demons or people like that, but besides that, it's really fun to just step into an episode and be like, oh, they're doing this tale. I know this tale, and that'll be really fun. So yeah, it's a fun show.
Yeah.
I like it.
we're skipping 14 unless you guys have objections. Grey's
Nope.
Anatomy, nope.
No, I'm good.
X-Files is number 15. I've seen like 4
Oh
episodes.
man, yeah,
Never
I
saw it.
tried to get into it. It's really fun. I mean, I love Fringe, and that's like not the
That-
spinoff,
yeah.
but like
That
a
was kind
spiritual
of the
successor.
starting
spiritual
one.
successor. Yeah, that's a term.
Yeah.
It is true.
Yeah. I was trying to
Honestly,
figure out what else
for
to
that
say, but
kind of
no,
show.
that's it.
Yeah. When I watched it for I don't know why I was surprised because
The episodes I've seen have been awesome.
I feel like I watched it and I was like I was surprised at the tone and the feel
Yeah.
and how it is a little darker. It
Yeah.
does feel a little bit like a mixture between Fringe and Supernatural to me, but
Okay.
I've never been really able to get into it.
The commercials always seem scary, so I never
Yeah,
watched it.
they are a little creepy.
Yeah.
I mean, the episodes that I've seen have been creepier than Fringe. Like Fringe is more like in your face, kind of sciencey stuff like that, whereas X-Files is more just creepy and just disturbing.
children.
And the
Unless you stop 'em.
slogan
Well, because
I want to believe or
Yeah.
something like that.
but like Fringe is more sciencey, like gets into alternate dimensions and stuff like that. But yeah, X-Files is more just seems like it's more
Aliens and
aliens
ghosts
and
and
stuff like that. Just
stuff like that.
unexplained things that kind of spook you out a little bit more than the things you can see with your own eyes. So
That's a
more
good pitch right
Hitchcocky
there.
than
16 Parks and Rec.
Oh yes,
Great
yeah,
show.
that was
Season
great. I still
3
haven't
right
seen
now.
the last season, but I've seen up through 6, and it's
That's
fantastic.
another thing I need to actually watch
Hmm.
is the last season. It's just I don't like watching last seasons
Yeah.
because I feel like it's already starting to ruin it
Well,
for me.
and there's from what I've heard, there's a very different tone in season 7?
7?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm kind of not wanting to go and watch that because I've heard it's
Dude.
not as good either.
I'm kind of envious of you. You're in the prime of the show at season 3. Like that's when
It just
the
starts
show,
getting good.
That's when
funny.
the show like
Finds its
really gets awesome. Like season 2 is good. Season 1 sucks.
It's like
Straight
6
up.
episodes.
Yeah,
Straight up,
exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize I was
Straight
in
up
season
is
2.
terrible. It tried to be too officey and tried to be too serious with
Yeah.
like just awkward humor, and it didn't work.
Yeah, it really figured out
And
who
then
the characters were and
yeah.
stuff like that, how they interacted
so
with each other.
season 3 is when Ben shows up.
Yeah.
in those guys.
True.
So,
I think he comes in season 2.
Yeah,
at
they
the end
do.
of season 2.
At the end of
Yeah.
season 2. Yep,
so
yep,
they
yep.
start
Chris
hashing
Traeger.
out a little more.
Yep.
Yeah, Ben and Chris, which are they I mean,
Literally
He's a great.
great characters.
Ron Swanson
Literally.
Oh yeah.
is one of the best characters
Andy
ever
Dwyer.
on TV. Andy and April's relationship.
And
is
Craig
hilarious.
Middlebrooks.
Oh yeah, later.
Yeah, what's his
Billy.
face? It's Billy Eichner's character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, watch that one definitely. Get
I'm
through the
getting
first.
there.
You'll
through the
recognize
first
him.
season.
You'll know what I'm talking about when you get to
Right,
that.
yep.
He is not. You cannot miss him.
Mike mentioned this one earlier. We're gonna skip it. The West Wing. Sure.
I'm not going to go
Why
watch
not?
it. Yeah,
Number 18, House.
that's
Either of you?
fine. It's not. I'm usually
Never
not
seen
into like medical procedurals. My sister loves
Me
House.
neither.
Like it's funny in parts, but like it's kind of like Bones. Like I understand that it's a good show,
Oh, yeah,
but
Bones.
I just don't get into it. I'm like, this is kind of boring for me. It's just differently paced than what I'm used to, and I just don't get into it.
So I actually really loved. I can't remember how many seasons deep I got into it, but I binged it a few years back.
Okay.
But what started to get me is like, it's the same episode progression every single time.
Yeah.
All right, guys, what's he got? Well, we think he's got this, this, or this. No, it can't be that, that, or that. Figure it out. And then he's gonna die. Oh no, he's not. I figured it out. I'm House. And like
House is going to
that-
inject him with some kind of steroid.
Like
and-
that was
he
literally
did the trick.
every single episode
Yep.
where it was like, okay, guys, what's he got? Well, they blurred out a bunch of things. Nope, it can't be that. Then they think on it for 40 minutes, and then right before the person dies, House figures it out.
Yep.
And that was every single episode. And after so many seasons, you don't care.
Yeah.
Sounds like after one season.
Yeah.
you
Sounds
wouldn't
like
care.
after 2 episodes.
But if they've got good character development, then
So I watched the first episode of this, and I was not impressed like everybody was talking about. Mike, you're familiar with this because you're from Scotty.
yeah.
Making a Murderer.
Have you seen it, Ben? Okay. I've never seen Making a Murderer, but like growing up in Wisconsin around this, like I wasn't as big of a fan. Now I listen to Serial, which is the podcast that follows this murder case basically, and this reporter just kind of did some extra research and stuff like that and kind of dug into it. It seems like more than a lot of the other, court officials and stuff like that did. So it's kind of interesting. But Making a Murderer, like, it just hit me the wrong way. Like, people were talking about on Facebook, like, oh, I wouldn't want to live in blah, 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 Wisconsin, because this person's crazy. And I'm just like, man, like, this happened to real people. And it's not something to be made fun of because also these are just amateur filmmakers that kind of came in adjacently to the court case and didn't really have all the information or saw it from a certain perspective. So I've heard people enjoyed it, like watching the thing. But for me, like just growing up near that and just knowing about the case all my life, like I really didn't appreciate it. And so I didn't really get into it. So, but
Yeah.
it's apparently a really good like documentary crime thing. That's a very intriguing storyline. So yeah. Yeah.
I watched the first episode.
I have
did
feelings about
Did
it.
not care for it. Everybody's like,
No.
you can't stop watching it. I very quickly stopped watching it.
Yeah.
So I debunked that very
Yeah.
quickly.
Yep.
And even throughout the episode, I was like, yeah, this sucks. Yeah, I don't know who did it or not did it.
Right.
It's still an ongoing process. He just got new lawyers or something apparently
Yeah.
that are going to look into other things. So if he didn't do it, yeah, that really sucks. But it's not like there's cliffhangers there for me. I know that he's still in jail. Like anybody who knows anything knows that. So we're just gonna go to 20 because the last 3 I don't really care about. Peaky Blinders is
Peaky
number 20.
Blinders. Go see it.
Boom. You've watched a little bit with me.
I've seen seasons 1 and 2. Yeah, I haven't
Okay.
seen season 3 yet. It's good. I mean, I'm not usually like a mob or crime family type show.
Yeah.
Like I don't really watch Sopranos or anything like that. But this one was pretty interesting. It had a different flavor because it was kind of European and stuff like that. And I've heard interesting things happen in season 3, so I'm excited for that. But I mean, great cast.
Yes.
I mean,
They're
when
pulling
Tom Hardy
A-listers.
when Tom Hardy is like in this much of it, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's a great cast.
And
The 3
we're
brothers.
both very big fans of
Yeah,
Cillian Murphy, however you say his name. I think it's Cillian.
I go Cillian. That's just me though.
Oh,
It's an
you go.
awesome show. It's very well
So
done.
fun, yeah.
It's I watched like the first episode of the first season, and all these guys do is like fight and drink and do illegal things.
Yep.
And it's awesome. It's the chemistry between them is done really well.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like really brings it together.
Yep.
And
Character
it's
development.
Just, it's a good
There you go.
period piece story
Yeah.
type of situation.
Yeah,
where-
period piece. You like period pieces.
Shut up, Mike. All right.
Captain
we're gonna
America's not a period piece. Stop calling it that.
It's not.
It totally is.
It's a fantasy movie.
It's a period piece.
Period piece.
You're welcome.
Takes past.
Comment below.
Takes
Is it a
in the
period
period.
piece or not? I'm not going to agree
I'm
with
gonna
you.
comment below and I'm gonna say yes.
All right. Moving on. That took longer than I wanted it to. Remember what I said to keep it short?
Yeah.
And then I talked forever?
Yep. I
Hey,
pointed
Ben,
that
you
out
remember
the
that?
first
I do.
item.
I do.
Kept on
It's-
reminding you of that.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Is what
All
it is.
right. I'm getting kind of warm.
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 I'm doing all right.
I'm
Short
in.
sleeves.
I'm in a sweatshirt and I'm
Warm.
okay.
Ace Ventura, man. Nature Calls.
When
No,
he's
wait.
in the rhinoceros.
Which is the
Oh.
You
second
don't
one?
remember that part?
I don't think I've seen that movie.
He was in a
its
mechanical
entirety.
rhinoceros.
I remember that part, and he
Stuff happened.
came out
Yeah.
of
He
it.
came out
Things-
of it. Yeah.
Things
He
transpired.
came out of it.
Yeah.
Warm.
Anyways, speaking of, what were we talking about?
We were talking about the TV shows.
And then we
Oh,
finished.
we're done with that.
Yep.
Mhm.
So no,
Okay.
nothing.
Nothing
Da-da-da.
now.
So last week, this isn't really breaking news, but it was interesting. Last week, James Gunn, director of Guardians,
Mhm.
Great
Guardians
Of
2,
the galaxy.
Volume 2.
Volume 2, posted a picture
And
on
Scooby-Doo.
Facebook with him holding Thor's hammer. He has come out to say that it didn't mean anything, that they just had Thor's hammer on set or something like that. But I was thinking, like, why would you have Thor's hammer on set? So do you guys think there's anything to that, or do you think he was just playing around with Thor's hammer?
There's something to it. They don't post stuff like that unless there's a reason for it to be posted.
Yeah, I agree. I agree that it's so rare that situations like this happen where there's not a little piece to it.
Yeah, you just don't carry props from other movies onto other movie sets unless you're like, unless they're filming right next to each other. But even then, if nothing else, it'll just be like an Easter egg or something. Like they took a picture of it and it's hanging on someone's wall, or it's a replica or something. So
I usually tend to agree with that, but I'm going to go against you guys and just guess that it has nothing to do with the movie. I mean, James Gunn is a very good social media savant, or whatever you want to call him.
Nice word.
It's
Savant.
probably not the right word for that situation, but it's a good
social
word.
media
But
savvy.
yeah, he's very savvy with his social media account, especially Twitter and stuff like that. But he knows how to get attention, and he knows how to post a good picture. Obviously, I don't think that he's going to put Thor in there. Number one,
I didn't say putting Thor in there.
Well,
I'm just saying that Hammer will
okay.
make a cameo.
I
in
don't
some
think. Okay, first of all,
capacity.
Thor's not going to get taken away from his hammer. Like, his hammer is going to be always with him. Number two, as far as timeline's concerned, I do believe that, I mean, obviously Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is going to come out before Thor Ragnarok. It felt like Thor was just heading straight out from Ultron, because he saw that vision in the magical pool or whatever that was, and he knew that something bad was going down. So I really think that, especially with the seriousness of the myth of Ragnarok, I don't think he's going to stop over in some other part of the galaxy to talk to people or recruit people or, be in any other stories. I think he's head straight to Ragnarok. I don't think he's going to die in Ragnarok, but I don't think that Thor is going to show up at all, or his hammer.
It could be like they see a clip. 'Cause, I mean, they're out in space. Thor's out in space. It could be a simple cameo like Captain America in Thor 2.
they just like fly past him having a battle with somebody crazy.
What
Just
the
like,
heck was that?
Yeah,
Jeez.
or they hear about it and someone's like, oh yeah, I don't know if there's not really videos in Marvel movies
Yeah.
as far as in space, but
No.
it's easy enough to just mention it or say something
Yeah.
or
I'm just gonna guess that it has nothing to do with Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and James Gunn is just trying to get some clicks. So that's just my personal opinion. But you guys make good points too.
It's just, to me, like, I kind of want to believe it doesn't have to do with anything. I want to believe that, but I feel like I've been around long enough to see that these things typically are never nothing. I mean, it could be. Very well could be.
Well, I mean, there does have to be something that pulls the Guardians of the Galaxy into the Infinity War storyline.
exactly.
So, if they're going to be there at all. But at the same time, I feel like what I've heard from Guardians of the Galaxy's plot and stuff like that, new characters coming in, I think they already have enough to deal with without putting the God of Thunder, just
Again, the
shoehorning him in
cameo.
there.
He's looking for stones. They're looking for stones. Maybe, I don't know. There's stones around. There's a mutual.
They're just everywhere.
There's a connection between all the characters because of stones.
Maybe. You never know.
So we'll find
That's
out.
generally the plot of the
Generally the
Marvel
point.
universe right now.
Exactly.
is-
He's like, oh, stones are causing problems, and Guardian of the Galaxies have blown
Yeah.
some up.
I mean,
or kept them safe.
They
so.
do need to put
Stones.
Thanos in somewhere more, I think, before Infinity War starts. Because them trying to flesh out all of Thanos' character just in the 2 Infinity War movies, I think is a little bit too fast.
Well,
So maybe they have some kind of conflict at the end that brings him in. Who knows?
it bothered me that he, the end credit scene of "Fine, I'll do it myself" was like a really long time ago, and we're still over a year away from.
Well, he might have already
Infinity
caused
War.
some havoc. You never know. Like, we might open up Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and be like, shoot, he destroyed, the vault that was keeping the stone from Guardians of the Galaxy in
Oh,
it. And he might have already taken that and
'cause
gone off.
Don't they still have
true.
one in where's Thor live?
Asgard?
Asgard. Yeah. Don't they still
I-
have one locked up in
I
Asgard?
honestly
The
can't
Tesseract?
remember. I think so. I mean,
Yeah, the Tesseract.
The Tesseract's in
Yeah.
Asgard
yeah, because they have it in that little
thing.
thing.
After.
They brought the ether from Dark World. Didn't they bring that to the Collector?
can't
And in
remember. I
a
think
post-credit
so.
scene, I think they
I
did.
think so. Yeah.
Because that's when
yes.
they saw the twins or something like that.
Yes. Sif
And
them
then they
some
have
other
one
people.
on Nova? Is that the name of the planet?
Nova
Yeah,
Corporation.
Nova Prime,
Nova
whatever.
Corps.
Yeah, they have that locked up because they said that at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm assuming that he might come and just ravage that planet and just take it and leave.
Yeah.
Maybe
Ravage.
we could have Captain Marvel or maybe Nova, because the character's name's Nova, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Might have some of them kind of come in and just be like, oh, I need to join the Avengers so I can keep that from happening.
Yeah, we
Who
need
knows?
to add more people to this business.
You said you wanted to have more characters come in the after
in
Phase 3.
Civil
So
War.
well, I'm just saying.
Wanted more characters in Civil War, Ben.
I'm just saying.
More.
There
was a lot.
They're hopefully that
I
close
wanted
to
Daredevil.
putting Captain Marvel in place. So we'll see.
Ooh, Daredevil and Civil War would have been cool, but there's
All
only so
right.
much film.
You guys excited?
For
You guys excited?
I'm
for-
excited. I'm ready for revenge.
We're
Oh.
gonna play
Oh my.
Explain a Film Plot Badly.
I'm not going to lose to this
Hashtag-
again.
We're doing 5 of them.
I'm only 0-2 against Ben in all
So-
lifetime. So
So
you won that other game.
Oh, game wise, yes.
Yeah.
I think
There's-
it was like 3-4 last
Yeah.
time we played.
that was,
it
you
close.
still won.
there's a
This is
good
true.
chance if you're watching this, you haven't seen us play this before. Well, it would be
You've
impossible.
heard us play it.
You've heard
before.
us play it
Maybe
before.
you've heard us play
Maybe.
this before.
If you've seen it,
Essentially,
being played, then-
there's a hashtag on Twitter
Mm-hmm.
called Explain a Film Plot Badly, where you essentially do your best at horribly explaining a film.
Yep.
And then you post like a picture below it. It's actually quite entertaining if you want to Twitterize it.
Twite it.
Okay. Anyways, so we're gonna be a little more structured this round. I intentionally picked. Ben, were you reading my phone when I was talking?
I was not.
Okay.
I reassure you.
Okay.
Surreptitious
I
glance
assure you
to
once.
the side.
All right.
You
So
can tell if we're cheating, so
we're
call
gonna
us out
be-
on it.
We're gonna be a little more structured this time around. So there's gonna be a total of 5 clues essentially.
Okay. So best out
The
of
first,
5.
the first clue.
Gotta get to 3.
Well, no.
Per
There's 5
movie.
questions, but there's 5 clues per movie.
Oh, wow.
The
So
first
25
clue is
questions.
always the explained
Jeez.
plot badly portion.
Okay.
And then if you don't get it from there, I have 4 other clues
Okay. Nice.
That's a
to
good
help
idea.
you. So I
How many do we have total?
5 questions total.
With 5.
So you still got to get
things
best out of
given.
5.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
sounds good.
Yeah, but you
That's
were
why I
talking
said it
about the
from the get-go.
questions, or the clues, not the
Sure.
questions.
Sure. Details.
All
and
right.
C's.
I just want to win or not lose
Starting
badly.
off with the film plot
what my
badly
game face looks like.
explaining.
Got my buzzer
All right,
ready.
You guys
You just say your name, right?
Names
you gotta say your name.
are-
Get
are
your
the
hand.
buzzer.
Put your hand down.
You can slap the
You
table.
smile.
all
Why are
want,
you
it's not gonna
smiling?
help. All right. 2
Remember the
psychopaths scream at each other and learn how to dance while their families are concerned. Can ring in at any time.
2 people scream at each other while they dance.
Clue number 2,
Thanks.
released in December of 2012.
Mike.
Clue.
Silver Linings Playbook.
That's right.
Yes, got it. Psychopaths. I was thinking like Pulp Fiction or
Guys.
something
Yeah.
like that from
Guys,
the get-go.
It
Guys,
explains
Explains it
the
badly.
film plot badly.
I've
Well,
seen
their
that
families were definitely. Well, I don't know if Jennifer Lawrence's family was concerned.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Okay, keep track of your score because
Robert De Niro was concerned about the Eagles.
Yeah,
So.
he was. By the way, me and Mike argued about this last night, and I feel like it'd be good on camera. I don't like that movie.
I like that movie. Jennifer Lawrence did a fine job, and you are
It
shameful if you say otherwise.
It was overacted.
I liked
and
it. I thought it was
wasn't
great.
interesting.
I thought it was really good.
I thought it was all right.
I've seen it twice.
They're-
I like it.
They're
in a lot of movies together.
disjointed.
I
don't-
thought that her
like,
and
who
Bradley
cares?
Cooper had really good chemistry.
Yeah.
They were just weird characters.
Yeah,
but
they were.
everybody had their
Yeah,
problems.
it was an interesting.
And it was funny
view of
because as
characters.
the movie went on, you could tell that sometimes, like, the family or Robert De Niro's character or the people had just as many, if not more, problems in them. So it was interesting.
Yeah.
I liked it.
You
I
can
liked
tell
it.
why they were crazy. That's definitely
liked
for
it.
sure.
It was good.
psychopaths. According to
I want
some
to
psychopaths.
read the last.
I'm ahead for the first time in forever.
I'm gonna
For
read
the
the last
first
clue for that
time in
one because I like it.
forever.
Both lead
finally
actor and actress play
understand.
play Marvel characters, but in different film universes.
Say it again.
That was for the last one.
I wasn't even
That's the
listening.
clue. That's
Oh,
what I
okay,
was
gotcha.
That was my last clue.
Oh, that makes sense.
That was my last clue.
Okay.
This for that question. You guys weren't listening to me.
No,
I'm moving on.
I was
yeah.
seeing
this,
Frozen.
This is number 2.
Okay.
Finish each other's.
A freak.
Sandwiches. That's what
That's what I was gonna say. Go on.
You guys done?
It's the awkward
Can
pause
we
part.
continue?
Can be finished. Yes,
Okay.
but I can keep going.
I don't know many
Yeah.
more Frozen songs, so yeah,
I
might
know
as well.
most of them.
Really? You don't know for the first time?
Well, don't test me.
Let it go.
Do you want to build a
My life has been
snowman?
a series of doors.
Okay,
Well, let's
I'm,
go
I'm
and
actually going to
play.
start.
Yeah,
reading
I'm
this out.
already. We're still in the awkward
Waiting on
silence.
you now.
A freak introvert goes on an epic quest to get people to leave him alone.
Forrest Gump.
You gotta say your name.
Ben.
Ben. Forrest Gump.
No.
Does that mean I
Clue
get free
number
reign?
2.
Or does
Nope.
he get to buzz
We
in
just
again?
keep
Okay.
buzzing in.
Wow.
Until
The animated film was released in May of 2001.
2001.
Clue.
Ben. Adam Sandler's Eight Crazy Nights.
No. Clue number 3. The title character was originally meant to be voiced by Chris Farley, but his untimely death
Mike. Shrek.
cracked.
Got it. Yes.
Yep, you got it
You
right.
got me at
before-
Chris Farley. Yep.
Right when you said Chris Farley.
Yeah, fun fact. A lot of people probably don't know this, but yeah, Chris Farley actually did
Yeah.
record most of the
Dialogue,
most of the dialogue and monologue, but he died before they could finish it.
And then
so-
Mike Myers had a Midwestern accent, and then he re-recorded all his lines with the Scottish, and it cost them a lot of money, but ended up being a great idea.
The right
so
choice.
yeah,
For sure.
it was great.
really good.
I recently bought all 4 of them actually for very cheap. They're like
Jeez.
$2 a piece.
Aren't
It
there
was
5?
awesome. Nope, there's 4. The first 3 are very good.
3 is not good.
3 is good.
Three's
I haven't seen
Four's-
4.
4 is kind of crappy.
3 is not good.
One is good.
3 is
3 is the one with Justin Timberlake, right?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
good.
not good.
It's good.
Not good.
It's good.
2 was fine.
All right, Mike's winning.
Mike is
Ben, you
winning.
gotta
For the
run the
first
table, man.
time in forever.
I didn't even
Finally
I
understand.
didn't even think
Yeah, you
about
do.
this, but what happens if you get this last one? Do we do?
Oh,
the
keep
last
going.
2?
Yeah, might
Yeah,
as
just
well.
keep going. Because then I can just say, hi, I
For
got the
pride.
last 2.
All
You didn't.
right,
It's true.
Number 3.
I mean, we've never stopped when I've lost horribly, so.
It was always close though. Like,
An angry man yells at a 15-year-old boy to take pictures of himself.
An angry boy asks.
What? Mike.
Go.
Up.
No.
No, yeah, that's a terrible guess.
Released in May 2002.
Take
Angry-
pictures of himself.
Like many characters in this genre, the main character is a genius. Clue number 4.
Not catching on this at
Like
all.
many other characters in this genre, the main character is an orphan.
I'm seriously not
Ben
getting
Edward
anything.
Scissorhands?
Take pictures of himself.
This movie was one of the first to help launch the modern era of superhero movies.
Ben, Spider-Man.
Boom! There it is.
Oh! Yell at him to take pictures. Oh, gotcha. It's J.K. Simmons. Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Okay, that makes
Again,
sense.
Again, guys.
Ben's
This is
one away
badly.
from tying it up.
Woo!
All right.
Sir,
J.K.
tables have turned.
Simmons with those gun
What are we on?
farms.
Number 4?
Parker.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 4.
Parker. That was a terrible J.K. Simmons.
This one's really ambiguous. A restaurant has some serious health code violations.
Ben, Ratatouille.
Wow, that was good.
Really?
I almost jumped to that too.
Have you seen
I-
that before?
No, but you talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
I've never talked about Ratatouille.
Well,
You've
to be
men-
fair,
you've
there's
mentioned
lots
it
of rats there.
you've
so.
mentioned it
And
several
with
times.
that, it's tied.
I want you to show me the time that I've mentioned it, because I don't believe you.
Ben's going to come here and
Yeah.
steal my thunder
In-
right now.
anyway.
Steal it straight up.
Maybe it's another
All right.
Zach.
Final question.
The final one.
Shouldn't have let it come to this,
A
man.
drug-addicted girl takes advantage of a mentally challenged boy for 3 decades.
Well, can you say that again?
A drug-addicted girl takes advantage of a mentally challenged boy for 3 decades. Clue number 2. Released in July of 1994.
94.
A drug-addicted girl takes...
Clue number 3. Won 6 Oscars, including Best Picture, Actor, Writing, Editing, and Effects.
Wow.
Ben, Jurassic Park?
Did you say this was animated or no?
I did not say one way or the
Okay,
other.
gotcha.
Clue number 4.
These are
there are more
described
clues.
terribly.
Ben,
Is-
Notre Dame. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Anyway.
Now, clue number 4. His many accolades include professional ping pong player, running across
Mike.
country.
Mike.
Mike.
Nailed it. Forrest Gump right there. Yep. That's it.
Well
That's
done.
it. You gave it to me at the beginning, or else I wouldn't have thought of that. Yep.
Oh,
that was
'cause I
your first
said-
guess, was
Right,
Forrest
right.
Gump. Yep.
You got
I
it
wouldn't have
right
had that in my brain.
1 second before me. As soon
I
as you
won
said,
one.
As soon as you said a
I
ping
got
pong.
that one.
Well done, sir. Well done.
That one was good.
You got me with ping pong. Yep. I was
And
like,
then
what
the
the
last
heck?
clue was side characters include Bubba,
Yeah,
Jenny,
we would have had that.
and Lieutenant Dan.
Jenny.
Jenny.
Dan.
That was fun.
That was good.
That was a good one.
I actually won one. I'm not a pushover.
Yay, Mike won, and things of that nature.
It was close.
Huzzah.
Close
All
indeed.
right.
There's nothing in here.
Sweet, sweet victory.
Well, that's going to pretty much wrap us up for today.
Okay. Good. I went out with a win. I like it.
So, as we
Boom.
always wrap up,
Oh.
what are you guys watching?
Well, like I said before, I'm watching The 100. I just started it 3 episodes in.
One.
Not a fan yet. But
Double zero.
Ben is good thing we had this conversation.
BMO!
Good thing we had this
BMO.
conversation because Ben has convinced me to keep trucking along.
Yep. Keep with it.
So, and there's lots of seasons to go on Netflix, so I have lots of room to grow. And then Peaky Blinders just came out too, so I'm planning on starting that anytime now. So, yep. That's
Right
on
on,
my
man.
docket.
Is your full name Benjamin?
Yes. Yes, it is. My first full name
As
is
it should
Benjamin.
It's not Hot Ben.
No.
Okay.
Could've fooled me.
Hotben? I don't think I've heard that for anybody. What
How do you
I
say it
have
like
been
that?
watching and rewatching is the Bo Burnham comedy special on Netflix, Make Happy.
He is very. I've never seen the Make Happy one, but he's
It's brand
funny.
new, right?
Yeah.
It is. It came out a few days ago.
Yeah.
He's just got some really catchy songs in there, and I've been watching Game of Thrones. I'm on season 3, which I need to find somewhere.
Bo Burnham is a little dirty for me, but he's so smart. Like
He
with
is.
the way that he
Dude, yeah,
crafts
his
his words,
wit.
so good.
Make
Yep.
Happy. I watched a little bit of What, which is his other comedy
Yep.
special, and that's I couldn't watch all of it just because it's like raunchy just for being raunchy. But Make Happy is substantially
awesome.
Yeah, it's
That's good.
funny.
I'll
I mean,
go
it's
see
got
it.
some. It's not for kids
Yeah.
either, but it's good stuff.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
That's me.
GOT.
I'm shotgunning through Game of Thrones. It's
He
amazing.
really means that. He's
If-
blowing through it
yeah.
real quick.
Like, honestly. Just saw the episode with the Red Wedding recently.
Wow.
It's getting better and better.
Wow.
It's
That
oh
Red
my
I've
Wedding.
heard lots of people die there.
I wonder why they call it a red wedding. Usually the dresses are white,
Blood?
but I don't know.
Hey, don't spoil it for him. He hasn't got
I
there
know
yet.
what the
Everybody
red
knows
wedding
what the
is.
red wedding is.
Yeah,
Come on.
this is kind of the problem with me. Is
See,
like,
that's why I know these things.
like I'm sure you've heard.
I'm trying to
I don't
avoid
know-
as many
I don't know-
spoily things as possible. Though.
Have you heard about that one
have
guy?
You heard things about.
Don't even say it.
Okay,
Have you heard about
shut up.
in that thing?
Captain Crunch. It's all berry cereal.
I have some fruit.
Terrible.
They
Fruity
forgot
Pebbles.
the
Tasted so
normal cereal and just added the
yeah.
berries.
Shotgunning through that. Plan on
all I got
watching
time
Peaky
for.
Blinders.
Amen to
Just
that.
bought Zootopia. Watch that again.
Oh, yep, great movie.
Phenomenal
Try
kids movie. It's a
everything.
great movie.
I won't even say kids movie, just phenomenal movie.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
Well,
to
I
watch
mean,
that too then.
definitely
Phenomenal movie.
phenomenal movie. So
And
yeah,
kids enjoy it as well.
that's what I'm watching. So
That's good.
Oh, and Parks and Rec.
To wrap up, from everyone here at Cheap Shot Cinema, including us three, I'm Zach.
I'm Mike.
And I'm still Ben.
You guys have a great evening, day, weekend, whatever you're planning on doing.
Bye.
Bye.